All right, we're here. Whenever
Hey.
you come in and introduce.
All right. Hey, so we are here for our second episode, well, third technically, of AKKA CHITCHAT. I, as always, am AKKA. This is Baby Bat. And tonight we have our guest, Tom. He is the owner of Punk Rock Conservatives. It is a well-known group on Facebook. And yeah, so I know that I said that I was mostly focusing on musicians this year. And that's not a lie. He is a musician.
I'm a musician.
So I also thought, why not reach out to people who are also gigantic fans of music, so much so that they have created groups that are music-centric. And because I wanted to talk about like what got people into that genre and why music is such a big part of their life. So
we're going to do the intro now. And
now we're going to do the actual intro to the show. I guess then we're going to get started.
Sorry, Tom, it's black metal. Did she just burp on me?
Nope. Heavy breathing. All right. So, I am hearing an echo on my end.
I don't hear it on my end.
Okay. So, welcome. Hello.
How's it going?
This is my co-host, the baby bat.
Nice.
She may randomly vocalize throughout the episode, and so
She looks like she's falling asleep, so
yes,
she's happy.
that is a good thing. So,
Oh, got it too.
all right. So, yeah. So basically, like I said, pre-intro, I guess we'll call it. I had thought, you know what? Instead of just focusing on bands, because I have a few bands coming through this season, and at least so far, we had a band actually come through that I got from your group, which was the Trespassers. That was a cool one. And I was like, you know what? Why don't we talk to people who are, big fans? Some of them may be musicians, some of them may just be major fans, but most of them will have probably made groups. I have a lot of people that I know have made groups dedicated to specific bands, a specific genre, and they've gotten pretty decently big. So why not reach out to them and talk to them about why? What made them think to do that? And maybe why that genre in general. So let's, I guess, start with, how did punk rock conservatives get started?
Yeah, so my brother started it, and he's passed away now, but he started it and invited me to the group, and it was kind of let's start a group and we can share punk rock ideas. But we'd kind of seen that that for some reason the old punkers, um, they always kind of stayed conservative, understood what the small government thing meant, right? And so as it seemed like it, about 14, 15 years ago is when we really started to see there was a big shift where they were all going hardcore liberal. And um, a lot of the pages we went on and different things, that's what you saw, right? It was all these, pro establishment. I don't know how you'd say it, like pro, I don't know, very pro hardcore leftist stuff. And that's just wasn't us. And so he started this group along with John Ferguson, and we kind of, it was just to share stuff. So we grew up as skaters, and we had a couple half pipes in my parents' backyard,
Nice.
suburbs of Salt Lake City, and it was always like, DRI, suicidal tendencies, things like that, were what you'd play to get yourself pumped up. And so music was always a big part of our lives growing up. And so we just wanted to, have people, instead of all the lame stuff that's always on the radio, that's, pop culture stuff. I don't want to upset any Taylor Swift fans on here.
That's okay.
But
I don't think
you know
most
what
of
I
them
mean?
listen
Like,
to us.
just that type of music, that it was like, man, it would be kind of cool to get in touch with people that shared the same ideas and same things that we like. And that's what it did. So it originally started just like, hey, remember this, remember that, and then it's kind of grew into what it is today. But yeah, so it was heavily influenced by basically the things that we liked, which was guns, punk rock, and conservative values.
I love it. So, okay, me being a squirrel, can't help myself.
No, you're
You
good.
said Salt Lake City. So was it anything, was the scene anything like SLC Punk, or?
Kinda. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It's more so than you would think.
Really?
So there's still quite a big punk scene.
Really?
In Salt Lake City. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of cool shows come through here, and a lot of, I think people would be surprised.
I feel like I would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in LA, so like it's kind of expected,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can have like, seems like every time I want to go to a Pennywise show or something like that, Bad Religion, Dropkick Murphys, anybody that was coming through town, it was always sold out. It's too bad some of those guys sold out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a little irritated with some of those guys right now.
Yeah, I'm a bagpiper, so
yeah,
I've been playing pipes for over 25 years, and obviously the Celtic punk scene was a big thing. Dropkick always had a big influence on that, and so I've met him quite a few times, and I was kind of sad to see Ken Casey go down that.
I've seen.
You still always have the bollocks, though. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah,
yes, we have the bollocks.
The Rum Mackenzies are awesome. They're the Rum Jacks. There's a lot of
Rum
really
Jacks. Yes.
There's a lot of cool bands, but Dropkick has definitely fallen off of my playlist. I shouldn't let it bother me, but you can't help it, right?
It does suck because, like, seriously, there's there's several songs of theirs that are always in rotation in my stuff. And so, like, right now, they're still in rotation, and I'm like, skip. Damn it, skip. Skip. And I'm, like, wanting to jam out to it. And then, like, but, because of them, I have stuff like the O'Reillys and the Patty Hats and, the Rum Jacks and everything like that in my rotation as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm still angry because I want to listen to Dropkick Murphys, and then at the same time I get pretty angry.
Yeah. Flatfoot 56 is another amazing
Oh yeah.
Celtic punk band. But yeah,
Hey Dizzy,
yeah,
what's
it's
up?
true.
Sorry.
You're good.
I saw a couple people. Hi Riker. Hi Dizzy. I'm gonna see if I can put the little one down on a nest here. There we go.
Nice. Well done.
Nice. She'll realize I'm not holding her in a second. Uh, so you said you played bagpipe.
Yeah.
That is that's tough on so many levels.
Yeah. So how I kind of got into that was I was in a hardcore band through junior high and high school and a little bit out, and we would play covers early on. And there was Korn had come out; they were really big then, and I was like, man, maybe I could learn.
Jonathan Davis is a terrible tipper.
We're in Bakersfield, by the way.
He's a terrible tipper.
Oh,
good person though, good guy, but very terrible tipper.
Good to know. Good to know.
The great and wonderful Oz.
So I ended up, I was at a funeral for my family's Scottish, and so I was at a funeral, and I asked the old man playing the bagpipes, "Hey, will you teach me how to play?" And he's like, "Yeah." And
it
I
does suck.
kind of never looked back. The bad thing about the bagpipes is once you start playing them, you really can't ever stop. It's not like a piano or a guitar where you can just set them down because it's an endurance instrument. So I'm convinced that all the people that hate bagpipes, it's because they've had to hear either brand new bagpipers or people that just don't play, and they sound like crap. So you want your tone to be steady, and otherwise you sound like a vacuum cleaner. So you'll hear the drones going in and out, and you can't hit your notes if you don't have the endurance. So when I say I've been playing for 25 years, it's been 25 years straight. I play a few times a week.
You're echoing things.
So when I say I've been playing,
that I can't. Okay, I'm a swimmer, and you would think that I have the lung capacity for, well, some things, and I just don't. That just seems like such a difficult thing to learn. Also, I'm not sure that I have the capacity to focus on the breathing and the hand movement at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, they're tough because you've got to breathe, you've got to play to a rhythm and keep your fingers moving all on and march, if that's what you're doing, if you're going in a parade or whatever. But the cool thing about playing the bagpipes is that I've gotten to play all over. From, we were invited to the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, so we got to play in Hawaii, and then they liked us there, and we played at the 80th anniversary of the invasion of D-Day. So we got to go play on all the beaches and stuff out there, and it's neat because my kids play, so they get to have a respect for the military and everything else too. So really
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's been a really cool thing to be a part of.
I love that. That's really cool. Like, again, bagpipe is something that a lot of people don't really play as much. Yeah. Definitely not in America. Definitely not on the West Coast or going towards the West Coast as much. I know maybe the East Coast because there is more of an Irish community, a Scottish community, and just Celtic community in general.
Yeah, there's some amazing pipe bands in California and along the West Coast, really.
We used to go growing up, I used to go to the Highland Games that we have out here.
Yeah.
And so we would see the really big, like, bands that had like the mass amounts of bagpipe players.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah, I play with the Utah Pipe Band, so we used to go to the Queen Mary when they were doing that all the time, and we go up to Pleasanton every year. And
that's cool. That's really cool.
It's pretty fun to be a part of.
So I'm gonna like swerve just slightly.
You're good.
I'm gonna attempt to swerve, but I'm really bad at this. So one, so you were in a hardcore band. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You said that you did some covers. You said that you covered some Corn and stuff like that. What other kind of stuff, like whatever covers did you do?
It was Deftones, Corn, a little bit of Suicidal,
Okay.
and then we started writing all of our own stuff.
Nice.
So we were kind of I would relate it would be more like Downset. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
They're an LA band, but we were similar to that. So it was kind of a hardcore punk, and we played a lot of shows with everything from death metal bands, and it was kind of any gig you could get for a little while, and then our fan base started to become bigger than the headliners, which was cool.
Nice.
Utah had a huge straight edge hardline
nice
scene, and so we played a lot of shows with bands like that for a long time, and and then I left the band, and they still played for a few years after I left, and kind of fizzled out, I think, as everybody got older, and some of them started new groups, and crazy. But I love music. I'm a huge fan of music. I've always been really into it.
So you kind of answered the question already, in a sense, because you were talking about the skate park and the half pipe in your yard, and all that kind of stuff. But what really got you into music in general? I mean, I'm guessing that punk really was your first love. Is it still, or is there another genre that's kind of grabbed you?
No, it was, so if I'm being 100% honest, it was in the early days. I was a young kid. My older brothers and sisters were kind of mods, as they called them back then.
Nice.
And so they were into Depeche Mode, The Cure, and Erasure, stuff like that. And there was just a lot of emotion behind the music when you listen to it. And
I love The Cure.
He was big into the Dead Milkmen and
hey.
DRI, stuff like that. So his was kind of like fun. And so I really was a big fan of both scenes. And then, I don't know, there's just something about music. So I'm a big snowboarder too. And just putting your headphones on and being able to lose yourself in the music and get, I don't know, there's just something about music that connects to your soul. That's like, back to the bagpipe stuff. People are always like, man, there's just something about them. And there really is. There's just something about music that can, I don't know, it's like our brains connect with it, and you can relate. Even, it's funny too, when you talk to musicians that have written a song that means something, right, to them, like, but everybody that hears it interprets that to mean something to them, and it could be completely different than what the artist wanted it to mean, right?
Oh yeah.
But we all take that and have our own ideas. I don't know how many times I've heard a song and I thought it meant something, and then you hear the artist explain what it truly meant later in life, and you're like, what? Like, that was not at all what I thought that was about.
I can't remember what song it was right now, but I remember there was a song that it just hit me. It hit me right, it really hit me for some reason. And I was like, man, this is such a good song. It means a lot.
We were talking about.
And then there was there was an interview with the musician, and the musician was like, oh, I don't know, I just kind of came up with it and put it together, and I was and I was like, you jerk. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
We were talking about, we were playing music the other night, and I'm a huge Metallica fan. Like, that's how I got into the Misfits. It was through Metallica, and then I got more into the Misfits more into Metallica because of the Misfits, because I started seeing that Danzig has and still is been friends with James Hetfield and the entire band. Then that also got me into Motorhead and everything. But the first Metallica album I ever bought, and I won't interject too much longer here, but the first Metallica album I ever bought was on graduation day, was Load, and it came out that day. I was graduating from junior high, and I bought every album in reverse from that point. So I went Black Album and Justice for All, Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, and Kill 'Em All. And then I had a buddy of mine who's a raging liberal now, a raging TDS. We got into an argument over Until It Sleeps, the radio friendly song they put out. And I was all, bro, that's a song about cancer. I was like, that's absolutely a song about cancer. I was like, that's about his dad being, I think he was Christian Scientist at the time. And he wouldn't go to the doctor. And he died of cancer. And then James Hetfield literally came out and said it the other night. Like, we were watching something on Spotify, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it was that. I was like, I knew it. I was like, I'm sorry his dad died. I really am, but I knew it was about cancer.
Hi, Tyler.
Sorry.
Tyler's all, it's probably an October Noir song that pissed Akya off.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was before I met you guys.
It's like Rat in a Cage by Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what that song was ever about until a couple months ago. I saw an interview, and he basically said it was me giving the middle finger to the music label because I created this big symphony on the album before, and it was, amazing. Yeah. And I want to say it was Simeless Dream or whatever, and he had all these orchestras and everything, and they were like, yeah, that's really cool, but we want more of the rock stuff. And so he creates that song, and they all love it, and it goes up the chart, and he's basically mocking them. And I never put that together. I was like, yeah, this song's a good song. And then you realize what it's about. Now when you listen to it, you're like, holy crap, it really is him being like, yeah, doesn't matter how talented we are. We're just rats in a cage to you guys.
And then Billy Corgan said, screw you guys. I want to be the most rock and roll musician ever and go buy a wrestling organization. I think it's NWA. I think he's still the owner of it.
It's wild.
Do you guys remember a very
Billy Corgan.
old meme? It was a rat in a cage with a Post-it that said, despite all my rage.
No.
It was a picture that went around for a very long time. Every once in a while, you could still find it. That was my friend's rat. She got bored and put the Post-it on there. And then her rat went viral back before memes were really a thing. And her rat is long gone, but his picture lives on.
That's funny.
So it's kind of rad. She can still see a picture of a rat here and there. But
that's funny.
Yeah, no, I don't. Music is such an important role. I think whether people really think about it or not, music plays such an important role in everybody's life. I mean, a movie would be completely useless and boring if it didn't have some kind of background music. You wouldn't get tense at the right moments. You wouldn't feel the right emotions. You wouldn't, have... And, a movie would suck. Absolutely suck without some kind of music. And that's not even the kind of music that most people listen to on a day-to-day basis. And then even the crappy pop stuff, as much as it just absolutely blows, and most of it is just overproduced, just shitty. It takes 20 people for Cardi B to talk about her. Yeah. But still, people have it on repeat. There's something about it to them.
Well, there is. I used to be hardcore, like, I only like this music, I only like this stuff. And as I've got older, I've ventured out, and I can appreciate lots of different kind of music now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I was the same as you when it comes to that. I don't know. I've gone from, I hate country, to, holy crap, there's a whole lot of country I actually like. I mean, it's not your standard, like what you might hear on the radio.
Well, that was my fault.
No, actually, it wasn't. It was before you.
I might listen to it in the car when no one's around and pretend that I don't ever listen to it. But there are some catchy, there's some good country songs out there.
I love Hank the Third. To be fair, I already liked Hank Jr. I already liked things like, I mean, you gotta love like Rebel meets Rebel, Pantera and David Allan Coe together, stuff like that. So I mean, and I had respect for hearing stuff like Willie Nelson and you know, Chris Christopherson and so a lot of the older stuff.
Well, Johnny Cash, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Johnny Cash's scene, he fits right in the punk scene,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of because he was like, you had Elvis that was supposed to be, you know, this crazy rock and roll guy, but Johnny Cash was really the kind of a badass that didn't care, right? So he kind of had that punk attitude.
That picture, you will never be as high as Johnny Cash sitting in a bush eating a cake.
It's like the classic picture of him when he's, you know, flipping the camera off.
Oh yeah.
Like that's punk, right?
Oh, exactly. I mean, he was truly, and I'm not saying about the music necessarily, but the whole vibe. His whole vibe was like the real beginning of what punk is.
Yeah, it is. That's why it's interesting to, you know, it's like the Sex Pistols, right? Like those, they were creating music at the same time as some of the early guys, right? And so it's kind of cool to think about. Like, I don't know, like punk has really been around for a very long time, and I don't think people realize that. And you listen to like Johnny Rotten talk now, and
isn't it
he's
crazy?
all conservative, and it blows people's minds. And he's like, dude, you guys are the ones that don't understand. Like, you don't understand what this whole movement was. Don't tell me what the hell it is now.
Right?
And yeah, it's pretty fascinating. You know, it's all about small government, not grow the government as big as possible so they can control you. It's the opposite of communist.
It does not make sense to me that as I was now, you mentioned earlier about, you know, how when you were young, I don't know if we were live when you said this, so I'm gonna paraphrase and you can always repeat it if we weren't live. But you had mentioned how, you know, you always wanted, it was like, yay, anarchy.
Yeah.
Back when. And then you realize what anarchy truly was, and it's like, no, not anarchy. So me being me, I I joined the army when I was 17. And with said money, when I got out of the army, I got chaos and anarchy tattooed on my hips.
Yeah. As one does.
Oh, totally. Totally. So, because I'm such an anarchist, I joined the army.
Yeah.
But again, you don't, you know, I that was kind of my middle finger to finally being out when I got out. My brain kind of just went right now because I was laughing at the anarchy thing.
Very good, but I'll tell you, along with that, so it was the whole anarchy thing. You know, you're like, I look back now, and my parents kind of let me do whatever I wanted to do for the most part. Like my sisters had purple hair and stuff way before. You know, the only people that had purple hair back in the early 90s was either the punk rock or goth mod girls, if you will, and the 80-year-olds, right? The ladies that had a tint of purple in their gray hair.
That what was her name? Tina something?
Well, so then I'm like, I look back on pictures. So we did a Rage Against the Machine cover in 9th grade, and I cover Killing in the Name of at my school, and I'm wearing a Rage shirt with Che Guevara on it. And my parents didn't say shit, right? Like, you think, like with my kids, I would be like, hey, you know who that is? But it was just a cool symbol, right? Rage threw it up there, and so it was just cool. And you had no idea what you're promoting. And then when I did learn, later in life, you start to see it on everyone's bags and everything, and it's like, man, you guys, that's a bad dude. Like nobody,
Yeah.
like people don't understand what they just go with the flow because it's trendy, right? And that's like the anarchy symbol. That was like punk rock, right?
Oh,
So
I mean, I still
cool.
have it. I still have chaos and anarchy on my hips. It's not going
it's
anywhere.
Yeah.
But that's where I was going. Is I have this anarchy tattoo, and while theoretically, especially when you're young, anarchy in theory, I guess, sounds like a wonderful idea. Like I heard it said once, if you're not liberal when you're younger, you don't have a heart. But if you're not conservative when you grow up, you don't have a brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think back though, and you were mentioning like Johnny Rotten, how he's talking about, you guys apparently are the ones who don't understand this. Like I definitely understand this.
When the punk of punks says I'm voting for Trump,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's the most punk rock candidate. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this.
Right. Like, I'm sorry, you're telling Johnny Rotten that he doesn't understand punk.
Yeah. Well, that's people that'll get on the page and be like, you guys don't know what punk is. And it's like, well, I can tell you that punk isn't telling everybody they can't go where if they don't follow all your rules, right? You have to wear a mask. You have to have so many vaccines. Like that's the establishment that punk stands against. Exactly. And for some reason, like now, which is funny now, because back to the thing about the hair too, now mainstream soccer moms have purple hair.
Right.
And they have blue in their hair and stuff. And 25 years ago, the same people were looking at you weird because, you had dyed hair. So my cousin always had stripes in her hair. She's always like, since like 8th grade, she dyes her hair in stripes all the way around her head. And
love it.
People would lose their minds over that. And now that's like common practice. Like all these kids at picture day in school, and it's just funny because it's like they've hijacked the scene and tried to normalize it with a liberal mindset. Like that's what it is, right? It's if you, I don't even know how to describe it. It's mental. If people actually do their own research and look at things, I still don't understand how anybody could support the liberal side of an argument.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. The only thing that I can understand or that I can figure is they don't care to listen to facts. They don't care what the facts are. They just have an emotion about something based off of something that one of their friends or family members told them. And because that emotion is so raw, they want to keep feeling said emotion about whatever it is, whatever the subject is. And they want that emotion to be the only emotion on it that they feel, whatever it is. If it's like the Charlie Kirk thing. Or, and then, yes, collectivism over individualism, like Susan said.
You should say hi to some people, too.
And, I'll say hi in a second. Hi, guys. Hold on. I'll say hi. But, it's just, it's like people are addicted to their emotional responses.
100%.
Their negative emotional responses, actually. It doesn't seem like they want the positive emotional response. It's almost like the adrenaline from the negative response is more addictive than whatever positive response that they have to anything.
Yeah, it's almost like the problem solving skills are. It's too much work, so they don't want to even think about it. It's just bad because they feel a certain way.
Yeah.
I think as far as the scene in Utah, the crazy thing is there's a morning radio show that's incredibly liberal. They always have been. And I think that I know a lot of my friends, it was like they were the cool show, right? And so everyone would listen to it, but then they're just spewing liberal bullshit arguments constantly and not willing to debate anybody on any of it. But it was just that side of it. And I was convinced for years that that's why a lot of the scene, at least here, went that way. But they aren't worldwide, so they're just a stupid local radio show. But you see it everywhere. It's pretty wild. And you mentioned Charlie Kirk. It's funny because the page got extremely popular after they murdered Charlie Kirk. All of a sudden, our membership went from, we were probably around 2,000, and today we're right on if I went in and accepted all the people that have sent requests in, we'd be over 27,000.
Oh, wow.
So it's just been booming. And we were getting, for a long time, probably over 1,000 requests a day.
Wow.
And I think it was people kind of waking up and seeing what's actually going on. It was a tragic event, but I think that it's helped open a lot of people's eyes to what is actually, you saw the hatred, somebody gets killed in front of a bunch of people. Me being in Utah, I knew a lot of people that were there, had friends right there when it happened. And just to see the reaction to it, right? Like you can literally see the good versus evil in things when they celebrate the death of somebody that was a good person. And interestingly enough, it's the people, like I would hear people like, well, I didn't really know who he was, but he said a lot of really radical things. I'm like,
and it's what was radical?
What was radical about it? I'm sorry, he's talking about
family values.
Yeah, I was about to say that traditional family values. There's that's where we're at in America, where literally that is the punk rock thing to be, is traditional. It is to be trad. I was like, wait, that's the vulgar thing he was saying, hey guys, maybe instead of being an OnlyFans model, you should stop it and go home and take care of your family.
Yeah, and he didn't say you're a piece of shit. He said, hey, look, it's not too late to change, and God loves you.
Exactly.
Something interesting that I've been wanting to say out loud for people to hear. There was a viral video going around going, see, he's a racist. And they were trying to say that he was saying he was using a racial slur for Asians.
Yeah.
He was not. That was somebody's name.
He was responding to what's his face from the Young Turks, which
his name is Cheng.
I actually don't. I mean, I didn't like the Young Turks because they were ultra liberal, but you know what? They're one of the few groups that did start questioning things on the left, though, recently.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't mind them. I can listen to them. What people did, and this is what they did with most of his clips. They would, to prove their point, they would take these little tiny snippets and say, see, he's whatever. He's a misogynist. He's a bigot. He's a racist. And they take that little clip of him screaming, and then if you go watch the entire thing, he was screaming someone's name.
Yeah.
He was, and that's one of the few times you ever see that man completely snap. And for him, for snapping, that wasn't all that bad.
No. Yeah, that's their playbook, though. They do it all the time. They do it with the president right now. They still do that. It's, I don't know. And I'm not saying I agree with 100% of everything that Donald Trump does, but hands down, he's kicking ass and taking names.
That's the thing, is we don't always have to agree to like somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are seeming to forget. I don't always have to agree with my friends to still like them.
Oh, we might have a troll in here. What are you posers on about? Curb your gimmick. I don't know, curb your gimmick. What are you on about? You want to? Let's start this. Uh-oh. What happened to?
Oh, I can't see them. Whatever. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I guess I can keep talking for just a moment.
No, you're good. I blanked out for a sec.
Yeah, it said I had to put you back on the stream. I think Curb Your Gimmick did something.
Oh, whatever.
Thanks.
So, okay, what I was going to say, though, was I have been watching people get rid of friends, get rid of family members, completely just get divided over just bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And then everybody always sits there and goes, oh, well, it's because of this. How can you support a pedophile? If there was proof, this person would be in
100%.
prison.
Well, 100%. And would any of us support him if he was a pedophile?
Absolutely
If there was
not.
Evidence? Of course not. Right? But that's not how it always goes on the other way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if a bunch of shit came out in the Epstein files against Donald Trump, I 100% would not support him for that.
And for the record, I have actually scoured the Epstein files. I have looked them through up and down. And I mean, there's so much that I obviously haven't got through all of them.
Sure.
But what I have done is I have been taking chunk by chunk by chunk and going name by name by name, you know, and trying to find different things. And you know, one of the interesting things that I have found, sometimes when you find a name in there, it's literally an ad in an article.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're naming people that are in there?
Sometimes it's an ad, like, because they've taken a clip from an article and they've copied like there's like a picture of it in an email. And
Someone got the troll. It wasn't me. I think it was Natalie. I was getting ready. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I was getting ready to go off and on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, the messages all said deleted. Bye.
yeah, I see the troll over there. I'm not even paying attention. I wasn't even responding to
By
them.
the way, guy on YouTube, if you're still watching, we're on multiple channels. This is just one of them.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see what she did. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, he's more than welcome to keep talking. I don't care. It just gives us more interaction.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Let me guess, it's the you're a poser thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
love
defined
when
punk rock, right?
Yeah, exactly. I love when people call me a
Punk
poser.
rock is liberalism and
So what punk bands are
big
you
government,
into?
right?
Yeah, I got asked like what are good punk bands? I was like,
Screwdriver, man. I'm just gonna say it
Yeah,
to make
just
you
say
guys mad.
yeah. Yeah, just start naming all the NS bands, just randomly, just to piss them off. The problem is I can't think of very many other than like Screwdriver, because that's the known one. But yeah, going back to, with Charlie Kirk, one of the things you did mention was, while there was a divide, I did also notice that there was also an awakening. Like you had said that there was a massive,
I'm sorry,
It definitely woke
Aaron
people up.
Aaron just put a message up. She says she lost her longtime best friend. I'm sorry, Aaron.
I couldn't see because I have a message in front of it.
Oh, Aaron Justice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, while there was a divide over it and all these people trying to come out of the woodworks and start screaming about, he was this, he was that, and saying all these negative things when, a lot of us unwillingly saw what happened. And mind you, we do a show on serial killers here. We see some pretty brutal crime scene things. And while I was able to handle what I saw, I also wasn't. I also sat down and bawled my eyes out. And that was a pretty visceral response for me, I mean. And I started noticing a shift, at least in some people's consciousness, going, wait, I don't want to be associated with that. And, you know, some people still didn't want to say I'm conservative now. And that's fine.
Sure.
But they are saying I'm not going to be considered liberal now.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's absolutely.
I think a lot of people get caught up in titles and things, but I don't know how anybody could disagree with the message that he was spreading. And so it's funny when you hear people that were like, oh, all this hate speech, and yeah, he was saying this and that, and it's like, no, like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I don't know. It was interesting to see. It was almost like, I don't know, that there was a mass awakening. I've only seen a couple times in my life where everybody kind of felt united for a little bit. Didn't take long for it to kind of turn hateful again, but yeah, pretty interesting.
Well, you know, even though there's still like it's starting to turn hateful again, and the same people are still being hateful, the same puppeteers are still pulling strings and trying to distract and garner more whatever, you know, with, you know, different locations that they're trying to distract from issues.
I don't know, that State of the Union really caused a lot of people to say, what am I doing with this party right now? That was, to me, that was pretty eye-opening. We're like, wait a second, you guys as a party, your TDS is so bad that you can't just agree for a second on Americans come first, and then you can come back later and say, well, you know, Americans comes first, but we do want to take care of illegals, but Americans do come first. Like, you played right in. He's playing 4D chess. Actually, that time, I'm sorry, he's playing Nintendo chess. And you guys, all you had to do was hit the A button and go into it.
Yeah. It really was a really good way of just showing people what they're supporting, right?
Absolutely.
I got into it with a friend when I had said, dude, this is just, it's not even a political party thing. It's not a party line. It's a simple morality thing. Just be kind. Be nice. You guys are politicians. Your job description is to lie. Couldn't you have just lied for like a moment? Like, just couldn't you have done that job right then and just lied and said, yes, I'm for the American people, and like, congratulations, sir, on your Medal of Honor, and I am so sorry for the loss of your daughter, and been a human frickin' being.
This is the Democrats I grew up with. These are why are they telling the truth right now?
That's the crazy thing, right? Like JFK would have been conservative, it seems now.
Yeah. Oh.
And you know, it's wild to think. Like my dad was a Democrat growing up. He's not anymore. He hopefully he aligns conservative, but yeah, it's pretty wild. Like the Democrat Party from back in the day is definitely not the same as it is now, and you've seen a huge shift just within the last few years. I mean, look at the stuff even Barack Obama and Bill Clinton were saying. Totally different.
I mean, Bill Clinton
party stands for now.
You could quite literally take out Bill Clinton's name and put Trump's name on a lot of his speeches, and you're like, oh, they're word for word almost. I mean, there are times where I think Trump has plagiarized some of Bill Clinton's speeches.
Yeah,
I think he's done it just to toy with people sometimes.
Oh. Yeah, probably. But I have a really, really good friend, really close friend, and he's an old JFK Democrat. And it's interesting because we'll have discussions on things, but there's a lot of times where, like, when they start he's a big historian, they start tearing down statues and stuff, and he's just like, what in the hell? And it's true. It's like, man, like, come on, man, you can see that that's wrong. And I think he would never call himself conservative or Republican, but I can guarantee you he doesn't have a choice. They're kind of forcing him out of the party that he's been in his entire life.
We were Susan, who's in the chat right now. We were talking one day, and I was like, honestly, I've never stopped being that same liberal I was in the 90s. Not once. They kind of just moved away from me and moved further left than what I was. And I'm still that person. I've still
the Ronald Reagan thing, right?
Yeah, I was very much for the longest time. I mean, I was 99. I was 18, so I graduated in 2000, and I was like, I haven't changed much since then. I have my same views on guns. I have my same views on civil liberties, all that stuff, everything. And the only thing that's changed is the leftists. They've literally just grabbed a hold of that party and ran with it. And I was like, I can't be a part of this anymore. I just can't.
Yeah.
I squirreled.
You're good.
Oh, great and powerful Oz. You might as well just pop up on the screen.
No, because then it'll show you behind. It'll show the infinity between from my cam to your cam. And I just got my hair did today, so maybe I should show it off. I don't know. There was a lot of comments, though. There's a lot of comments.
Okay, let's get to some of the comments, and then we'll get back to.
Okay, I'll read through them here real fast. Well, there was that curb your gimmick. I got a feeling, because I did post this into Conservative Punks, which that's who we have on right now, guys, is Tom from Conservative Punks, the owner.
Yeah, somebody was asking earlier. We did an intro at the very beginning, but because, people have joined since.
Yeah. We'll go back. I'll start here where Susan. Susan is also the other owner, the main owner of PBDC Collective. Where did she come in at? She said, "Hey everybody, the scene in Atlanta is dead." Back when we were talking about the punk rock scenes and stuff like that. There's Erin Justice. She came in and says, "Hey guys," she's one of my friends from my old pizza job. Tyler Fleming says, "I love my PBDC Common Sense family." Right? Tyler Fleming is the drummer for Sorry,
Am I right?
No.
Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong. No,
Tyler, am I wrong?
I forgot. We listened to it. Anyway, October Noir. Check them out. They're pretty good, Dom. You'll like them a lot. They're from the Florida, I think. Yeah, the last time we talked to them.
Yes. Yes and no.
Susan says, "I can really dig the populist policies." I do. Yep. Erin said she lost her friend, which
Sorry about
sucks. Susan says, Charlie really spoke to the young adults generation. I'm sorry. And then she says, "My shift was the summer of love," which was when Biden pulled all that stuff in 2020 or prior to him getting elected with the BLM riots. She says it was the summer of love when they started destroying private property and historical statues. And then she says, only small-sided terrorists do that kind of thing, right? Small-minded terrorists, I'm sorry. Aaron Justice says, the Bill Clinton article about J.B. Pritzker was hilarious. Or about Epstein, ha ha ha. That State of the Union makes me want to puke, and she's talking about how the Democrats didn't stand up or anything. All they had to do was stand there lazily. All they had to do was stand their lazy asses up. Sorry. And then Susan says the Democrats.
Hi, William. I didn't say hi. Sorry.
Backed themselves into a far left corner. And I think we're almost caught up. And she said, exactly, Frank. Yep. Frank to infinity and beyond.
By the way, I'm not wrong.
And then Tyler says, Frank, you got the new weave plugged in, right? Yes, I do. Aki put it in earlier today.
I got my new weave in, right?
Okay, we're caught up.
On a side note, when y'all coming back on my show? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Anyway. So, my brain, God. You know what? Let's get back on music for a second. Yeah. Let's get back on music.
What's your favorite color? No, I'm sorry.
He asked that to Athanar.
Yeah, midnight. I had to ask it.
Yay. So I know that you were saying what some of your, the bands that you had started with, with Depeche Mode and with, listening to like The Cure, which by the way, I love The Cure. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, and to answer the trolls question, if you go look on Facebook, I put up Agnostic Front. So
Now you've upset the baby.
I have. I don't know why she doesn't like Agnostic Front.
The boss
I'm
is
gonna
away.
have to teach her right. They're coming to Atlanta? Wait, who is? The Cure or Agnostic Front? Which one? But I know as time progresses, like for a long time there, System of a Down was one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I actually still really enjoy them. I really enjoy a lot of what they have to say. Something that I actually respect is that for the longest time, they were able to put aside their differences politically. Because, I mean, everybody knows that Serge is a raging liberal and Darren voted for Trump. And they were still able to maintain for a while there. They're not doing anything at the moment, but Serge is actually doing opera right now. So, I mean, I got to give them some credit for that. But, like, yeah, I mean, right now I am obsessed. I go re-obsessed, I guess, with, like, listening to like Calabrese over and over again or something like I don't know. So again, what is like a band that you're really into right now?
So it kind of goes back to the childhood, but I just went to the CD shop, a local CD shop here, and I tried to order the Suicidal Tendencies Prime Cut album, and they were like, it's out of print, but they do have a box set.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was actually pretty good price. I think I paid like $21 for it. And
what?
It came with 5 discs. Yeah, and it's unreal. But yeah, so I have an older car, and it's got a 6-disc CD changer in it. So right now, 5 of those slots are filled.
Is it in your trunk?
No, it's all in the dash.
Even better.
I had a buddy. He had a Trans Am. It was a late '90s Trans Am, and he had a 12-disc changer, and he had to go out. He had to basically put everything together, and then go to the trunk to change everything out every now and then.
Yeah, I had that in one of my first cars. I had an old Land Rover that I had. It was in the back. I think it's under the seat in that car, in one of them now. I have 2 old cars with CD changers, but the one is under the seat and the other is in the dash.
Nice.
But yeah, kind of funny. But yeah, I love Suicidal Tendencies, and I love that it's not all political. It's just good.
Yes.
Good music.
We got to see them at No Values when we saw the original Misfits, and it was amazing, especially with Robert Trujillo's son playing on bass now for them.
Right.
Like, he was so good. Like, just so good live.
Right before he and I got together, I went to Ozfest, and Suicidal was there, and Dave Lombardo was playing the drums. Well, he is now. So I got to see them, and I was like, yes, yeah. Somebody I was there with kept trying to drag me away. I was like, you can go wherever you want. I am staying right here and watching Suicidal.
Yeah, I love Suicidal. I love DRI too.
Yes.
That's just the 4 of a Kind album is so good. So that's kind of one that I've wore out several times.
Can I make an assumption from what you just said there, from Suicidal being your favorite band, DRI? How do you feel about Anthrax Attack of the Killer Bees album?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I was into it back in the day, which is funny because when it came out I was into it, and but I don't know, for some reason it's not my jam at the moment.
I knew a lot of punks and everything who had that album. They love who are into Suicidal, they're also into DRI and kind of all that thrashier side of things. And then for some odd reason, they just loved Attack of the Killer Bees from Anthrax, and they just played it over and over and over again.
I was one of those back in the day. It's not in the playlist now, but for sure back in the 96 era.
That's the one with I Am the Man, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With what's his face?
I'm so bad I should be in detention.
Oh, who was the rapper that was on it? I can't think of it. He always said, "Yeah, boy."
Yeah, boy.
I can't think of his name. He dated.
How low can you?
He
go?
dated Red Sonja. Oh, no!
I'm really bad at that kind of stuff.
I was about to say Suge Knight, but I think he's still in prison.
Yeah, probably not him.
I don't think it was Suge Knight. Death Row. What a brother.
No, but another band I really, really like, which is kind of funny. Probably, I don't even know if many people are into them. Is Dog Eat Dog.
Okay.
I love Dog Eat Dog. So I just started listening to them a few days ago again. But they have a song called Who's the King that's pretty badass. So shout out to Dog Eat Dog.
Hell yeah.
So
throw that one on your playlist. Ask your...
Tyler says Flavor Flav. That's who it was.
Flavor Flav.
Yep.
I met
right.
him.
Susan,
I met him. He was nice. He's
a nice
really
guy.
nice.
Susan said she loves the Exploited and Subhumans, and Exploited and Subhumans are two of my favorite bands. We got to see Subhumans.
You're gonna laugh at one of the ones I've been into lately. I don't know why. I've been listening to Blitzkid lately. I've been stuck.
I don't know Blitzkid.
I have been stuck on Blitzkid.
They kind of take after the whole horror punk thing, Misfits
It's
to
like
Calabrese to whatever.
Psychobilly-ish.
Okay.
I used to hate them because of their name, and then I just started randomly listening to them on Spotify, and I was like, the name is still off, but man, the music's good, and it's just it's gory goodness if you're into the horror punk scene. Like it's just one of those. Yeah. I can't really say the lyrics out loud because there's some pretty messed up lyrics, but it's that fun, I don't know, slashers, 80s slasher movie styles.
There's like songs like She Dominates and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that stuff,
but yeah.
The Thrill Cult.
I was one of the songs is I was a teenage necrophile. It's just a comedy. It's just comedy all the way through.
Well, that was kind of fun back then, right?
Yeah.
Well, like TSOL, I mean, Code Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean.
And then out here you have Manic Hispanic. Who does Code Brown?
What?
There's a band out here called Manic Hispanic, and they do a song called Code Brown.
And it's a parody of that.
Kind of, yeah. We got some fun bands out here.
Always have.
I had these friends that have this band. It's really hard to explain. It's really drawn out. So they're a band, and together they're one band, and they have a rapper for a singer, and then they have like a DJ and a guitarist and a drummer and all that stuff, right? And then separate, the DJ goes and does his own thing. And then the guitarist goes and has his own reggae band. And then the rapper has his own rap career as well.
Oh, I actually kind of like that kind of stuff because you don't have to be pigeonholed into anything just because, like I'm in a pipe band. Mm-hmm. Like so many people listen. I mean, you got people that are listening to the Mamas and Papas and the Beach Boys and all the way to like Taylor Swift and crap, right? But we all can get together and have a passion for the history and play these songs, traditional songs to modern songs on the pipes together, and we all get along. It's just cool. That's back to what music is all about. It's all about expression and feelings and everything in it. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I love that. I think it's awesome. I think that it's great that typically there is at least one song that almost everybody can agree on. in a given room. If you got a whole room full of people, there's going to be something that everybody will recognize and can at least have fun with.
Yeah, it makes me think of that scene in Tommy Boy when they're driving down the road and he's like, "Oh, I can deal with it if you can."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they start singing the "Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby."
So good.
But,
so good.
Right?
Yeah.
We can all relate on some level.
Oh yeah. What was?
I don't even know who the hell even sings that song, but I know the song now because of the movie.
There's this. I think it was either Family Guy or American Dad, and they were driving somewhere, and a song comes on, and I want to say it was Train. Let's pretend it was Train.
Yeah.
And they put it on, and they switch it, and then they switch it back. They're like, "This is fine, I guess." Like, just to put something else on. Yeah, I mean, you could change it if you want. No. If you want to hear it, oh my God, I love Train. Yes, I love them too. That scene, I was like, okay.
Lady Gaga for us.
Yeah.
I can just put Poker Face, man. Just drives me crazy every time I hear it. Huh?
She's got some bangers.
She does.
You know what? Yeah. I will admit I love Lady Gaga. I like her weirdness. I like her post overproduced crap weirdness. When she finally gave the finger to a bunch of the people that were like forcing her to sing certain things.
Yeah.
And kind of just did her own thing. And you know what? Some of the older stuff is fine too. I don't care, but whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Gosh. So that's an odd question. Sorry. I was going to say, is there anything about the group that we haven't covered that like you would like people to know about it?
Yeah, I would just say, it exploded after the Charlie Kirk murder. Like I said, we've got 27,000 members, and there's over 1,000 posts a day. So I think it's a cool community. I think that it's neat to see, people get on there and share interests. And, somebody posted, "Hey, you guys, anybody in here like Snot?" For instance, I absolutely love Snot. And so I saw that, and it's cool because then we can all relate. There's some funny political memes and things like that make the group entertaining, but that's really what it's meant to be. It's never been a group where everybody needs to agree with everybody, right?
Exactly.
It's okay to have debate and conversations as long as people are respectful, but it's funny because a lot of people, they feel like I think people are afraid to comment things because everybody just wants to jump their shit and get mad at them. But that's what it's all about, being able to share your opinion and be open to hear what people have to say. And we all like the same style of music, right? So it's cool to be able to relate with everybody. I think that in a nutshell is what the whole page was created for. And I think it's a breath of fresh air for people to be able to get on and find people that enjoy the same music as them, that share the same political values as them.
Absolutely. That's why I joined. I mean, I think that's why he joined. I think that's why Susan joined. I know for me, I popped in and went, well, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
We were used to the other groups. Like you had a few other Facebook groups where it was like, hey, it's supposed to be a right-leaning group or about whatever. And you get in there and it's just nothing but liberal trolls and ran by liberal trolls just to get people in there. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know how to rage bait, and that's what you guys are doing to these other groups. And you guys don't do that there.
Well, and Maggie she does a ton with this group. So we started it. Maggie really has, I don't know that this page would be what it is without her. She 9 years ago, I just said, hey, can you help with some of the friend requests and everything coming in? It's hard for me to manage it by myself. And she's done an amazing job with that. Like she honestly does so much more than I do, even with the group. So big shout out to her.
I could not figure out who to reach out to. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Boss is mad. The boss is mad.
Getting late.
Okay.
She's getting fussy. It's about time.
I couldn't figure out who to reach out to, so I just went eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I chose Maggie.
Yeah, she's cool.
And she reached right out and was like, hey, so like the one you're going to want to talk to is Tom. I sent him a message, and I'm so sorry. Hold on.
No, you're good. No, she's super cool. And what's cool about her is her brothers both play in punk bands, and her family. She comes from a family of musicians, and they're all awesome. Like they are badasses. Her brother is one of my bestest buddies.
I love it.
Yeah, he's super, super cool guy. He was a guy that I was like, hey, can you play this Material Issue song? And he's like, yeah, and can play like anything you want. Play The Cure, play whatever it is. Like he's awesome, dude. But yeah, and so I kind of got connected through him to her, and she's awesome. So
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Yeah, seriously, shout out to Maggie because I was having trouble tagging you on things, and she was like, tag. I was like, thank you.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
and your art on the flyer, man, way to make me look like a badass.
Thank you.
Very, very well done. That was cool, actually.
I was having so much fun with those.
Yeah,
I know I sent them at like.
I'm gonna have to still the image on that. Maybe I'll make it my profile picture.
Have fun with that. That's why I send them to you. You could have their free reign. Have fun. I was looking on the at the logo that you had.
Yeah,
they have on there, and I was like, how can I incorporate this?
yeah, and I just early ages of the internet, I just stole that image. I was like, man, what's punk rock? And loves America, and I found that image. And I've had a kid that was like, oh, I'm friends with the artist, and he wouldn't appreciate you using that. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
You're like, are you really friends with the artist? Like, are you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
like
liberal.
Do you want them to like? Can they reach out to me?
Exactly. It's like, yeah, reach out to me. We can have a discussion. I don't think he truly cares.
Because I mean, why
does get his art out there?
Yeah, why does he have the American flag there?
Yeah.
Just
exactly.
just
cool image though.
It's a really rad image. It really is. And so, I mean, oh man, my brain. God, sorry. But yeah, so guys, if you guys are interested, if it's your thing, if it's your cup of tea, head on over to Punk Rock Conservatives. Hit that join button. Answer the questions. It may take a minute.
We won't let you in if you don't answer the questions. So if people leave it blank, I just 100% just delete them right off the bat because they're most likely bots.
Yeah.
So we did that. It's pretty simple. Do you like punk music? Are you conservative? Will you be nice to people? And you're in. It's not it's not the Da Vinci Code to get in or anything.
Right.
But just be respectful, and you're there to be with like-minded people. That's what the group's all about.
And here's the thing. Not everybody's going to agree, even if we have the same political affiliation typically, or not everybody.
Which is cool, right? Exactly. I like to hear people's opinions, and I don't have to agree with everybody to be their friend or respect them.
Exactly.
That's the difference, right? It's the other side that if you're not right in line, then you're a terrible human being and you want to kill babies and destroy the planet. And, it's like.
Exactly. Well,
it's crazy.
I mean, don't even get me started on the whole baby. Anyway.
I know. That was actually a bad choice of words because really that is what they want.
Exactly. But understood exactly what you mean too, though. But I don't need an echo chamber. I want new ideas.
There, it's in the chat. It's pinned so that way people can find the group that easier.
Like,
Sweet.
yeah,
Thank you.
I don't need an echo chamber of people. I want new ideas. And using my friend as an example recently, she disagreed with me when it came to something that I posted when I was saying about the whole, they didn't stand up type thing. And she was like, well, they knew what he was doing. They were using this as a form of protest, and they knew what he was doing. Okay. While I fully disagree with everything that you're saying right now, and I believe that you really truly believe that this is about party lines, and you think it's us against them type thing, which typically I'd agree it is us against them. Right now, it is there's infighting between the two parties on their level. It's not even us against them. It's them against them.
Yeah.
So, they don't care about us. There's no us against them. That party does not care about us, and they showed it.
Oh, 100%. Well, it's just the regurgitated, we're Nazis, we're everything else, we're racist. Oh. It's all the same stupid bullshit, and nobody wants. It's hard to defend yourself against those things. That's why they say them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't even like it when people in the punk rock conservative group will call them Nazis, because like,
you're stupid to their level.
Well, and it's you're not like really actually compare them. If you're really gonna call them that, are you just playing the same semantics that they play? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
the only time I will do it is if I can give an actual comparison.
Exactly. Yeah.
And but at the same time, I'm still friends with this person, even though I vehemently disagree with her.
Yeah, which is cool that, and in her defense too, that she would be friends with you as well, even though because that's not common on their side.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you're friends with that Nazi bastard. I can't even believe that. And so that's good that she doesn't follow the lead on all that stuff.
Oh yeah. And I do get a lot of I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're kind of talking about me.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me, well, I'm not talking about you, but then was putting my husband into the category.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, you do know that I actually am more conservative than him, even though he's very conservative, right?
Yeah.
I don't look like it.
Yeah.
But I am.
Yeah. I'm very much. It's funny. I think that as I get older, I don't know. I think I probably get more conservative as I do. I think it's just doing your own research and just realizing, and I can't decide if I'm getting more conservative or they're just going so far left.
I almost think it's a combination of both. Like, I gradually, like, okay, I was the liberal in the family.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because I don't think I've ever really been liberal. At least not in the sense that we know now.
Yeah, exactly.
But we went to Christmas this year and saw a family that I have not seen in a very long time. And I showed up with hair this color.
Yeah.
And of course, all my piercings and everything like that. And the tattoos. And I get comments left and right. And there was even an issue where the baby accidentally turned her eyelid inside out when she was rubbing it. And it freaked me out. And I thought she was having a reaction to something. And my grandmother could not help herself. And it flew out of her mouth. It's probably that hair dye of yours. Okay. Yep. Probably. It's not like she's been around it since she was born. But, so I'm the liberal in the family. I'm the,
Yeah.
And for me to be like, Dude, these people are crazy. Should say something.
Yeah.
Should really be saying something.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Well, I think I've held you up
No, you're good. This was fun.
quite a while. You are welcome back on anytime you would like. If you know anybody, any bands, anything that would like to come on here, feel free to send them on my way. The great and powerful Oz just walked away. Oh,
so
man.
he can't end it if he's gone. Oh man.
No. But that my brain. Wow. The baby pooped. So he had to walk away.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, so I'm basically running shows this year or this season. Every other show is going to be a guest. Next show is going to be us again talking about how we got into the genres we did. We started last week, and it's funny because again, it started with, some might have expected where I started because I stole a bunch of punk and metal CD or tapes from my mom, but nobody would have expected his. Warren G and Run DMC.
Nice.
So, like, you know, I don't think anyone. He started off with freaking Regulators. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely love it. But I'm the one who grew up in LA. You'd think I would have started with that.
That is true.
And but so yeah, next week we are going to be continuing that aspect of things. The week after that, I do believe I'm going to have the Lone Troubadour on. He is a rockabilly singer from Bakersfield, these parts.
Nice.
We should be having Waking the Sleeper on within the next couple weeks as well. So again, anybody that is wanting to come on, October Noir. You know, Tyler Fleming, I see you in here. Feel free to drop me a line and let me know. This is me getting back at things since the baby and kind of trying to figure things out. So
Cool.
I would say goodbye, but I don't have the means to shut down the feed yet. So
No worries. No, it's fun being on. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to get on and talk about the group. That was really cool.
No, I really appreciate it. Truly, that group has been a breath of fresh air, even with all the people that go in there and try to troll. I kind of have fun with some of the trolls. I'm not going to lie, even though, like, I know it annoys some people, and I see some people. I gotta say, I think my favorite comment thread recently was a couple. I'm going to call them Karens. I'm just going to call them Karens. There were a couple Karens in there that were going back and forth and they came up with this theory that the group was created for the sole purpose of tricking conservatives.
Oh, wow.
Into coming into this group where they can be trolled.
Interesting.
This is... I wish I knew what post it was so I could just
I missed it. That's the problem, is there's so many good ones that if somebody reports it, there's sometimes I just laugh and accept the reported post. But I miss a lot of the good ones because sometimes people forward them to me and I'm like, I can't find that anywhere, and I sit and search for it. But
I wish I could find it to forward it over, but I was going through some comments on things and this just happened to catch my eye. I think the post might have been one of those I'm out of here.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I love that too. I love all the people that are like, cool, thanks for announcing your departure. You don't have to do that though.
Yeah.
Like some of those people that always post stuff like that make me laugh. It's like, we don't really care how many people are in the group, right? If it went back to 500 members of people that are like-minded, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was interesting for a long time. I mentioned this to you earlier, but before we were live, is my own group was shadow banned for years. So this, like, Facebook blocked it in the early days. They were trying to make it so that we couldn't. They kept saying, what are you guys writing about? What is this group all about? And it was Facebook itself was asking us what our group's all about, and we were just like, yeah, go away, like, we don't have to tell you anything. And then they blocked it to where, in order for me to see anything, I had to go in and search for the page myself, and it was my own page. And so it's kind of cool to see it explode. There's over 1,000, anywhere between 700 and 1,000 posts a day, sometimes more if there's something popular that comes up, something in the news that sparks everybody. But
Oh my God.
it's really cool. So anyway, it's been a really cool community, and if anybody wants to leave, we don't care. So
Oh, great and powerful Oz. Wait a second. Just wait one moment here. Just wait. Okay, fine. Go and be back. Okay. We have a happy baby.
happy baby.
Okay. So no, I totally get that. I mean, we used to have, gosh, 60,000 people that were following our page, and we caught a ban for it. And we've been rebuilding, and we are nowhere near that old, that was back in the Wild West days.
Yep.
Where things were much easier. And you know what? I don't even care. I don't think any of us care.
Yeah.
And we just have fun with what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And if people enjoy our art, then awesome. But if they don't, who cares? We don't need people like that guy going, what are these posers doing?
Yeah.
Who's
go find your group.
Yeah. Who's the poser?
Go find your people. There's probably I won't say that, but
Yeah. I mean,
there's probably some really cool punk that you like, right? So go listen to that and go follow those people.
Exactly. And I mean, there's no need for these people to be coming in and going, I think my favorite post, because I always see screenshots in other groups, and I think I've seen a couple in your group as well. Look at this group, or this screenshot that I got from another person. I infiltrated blah, blah, blah group. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Okay, what'd I miss?
A lot.
Yeah. She exploded.
Okay. But yeah, look, it was like, go look at this. I infiltrated this group. Dude, you didn't infiltrate. You answered a couple questions and then started acting like a dill hole.
Yeah.
Like, it's not infiltrating.
Who was the one dude that kept getting, people are like posting pictures of him with Avril Lavigne?
Oh, God.
Absolutely loved it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I know.
It was like one of my favorites.
What I do is with those guys in the group, I literally go to their page, screen cap whatever their profile pic is. I'm like, this is you, bro.
That's what I actually, we started doing that at the start. When people would come in, we would just go and be like, they would post anonymously, and luckily we were able to take that off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I would just go in and they would post anonymously, but us as admins could see it, and I would just expose them, be like, yeah, this is this dude.
Exactly, Tyler. In Atlanta free speech, we should never have been shadow banned in any way.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
Oh my gosh. Well, the great and powerful Oz is back.
Are we ending this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you are welcome on anytime. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
I
this was
really
fun.
appreciate your group. It has been massively fun, even with the trolls. In fact, the trolls sometimes make things a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Just because I get to like take out whatever aggression of the day on somebody when
You're like really
like
pissed off, and you're like, let me go in and find one of these guys. They're getting both barrels.
Or I get to read the Karens who come up with conspiracy theories about how the page was created.
Yeah, that's interesting. I do like that.
That's my favorite theory yet.
That's pretty creative.
I was like, wow. You guys watch like Snapped, don't you? Like you guys totally watched like the first 48.
I'm just hoping that somebody can tell me if like when I can be a true punk.
Right?
I'm waiting for my approval card to show up in the mail. And hopefully Johnny Rotten didn't get his taken away.
Right? So wait, do we get Johnny Rotten's stamp still, or like or is it now Jello that has to tell us?
Exactly. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I think Jello's taking a hiatus because he doesn't want to deal with people that don't think like him now.
Hey, he's taken a hiatus forever. I don't think he's ever gone back to the Dead Kennedys.
I'm just talking about hiatus in general.
Oh.
We saw him 2 years ago.
Yeah, No Values. It was pretty cool.
He played a police truck and
when you went
something
to go,
else.
Yeah.
He played police truck. He did police truck with Dillinger, whatever plan that I don't even care about. I hate that band anyway.
Okay.
Something escape. Oh, Dillinger's Escape Plan. That's their name. Sorry, I'm not a big fan.
Oh,
But I'm not going to say that they're a bad band. I just don't really, they're not my thing.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Which is okay, right?
They're someone's thing. Here, wipe your face. Okay. Alrighty. That being said, here's the baby. Everybody have a wonderful night.
Cool. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Take
And
care.
you too. Take care. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know, set the world I don't know,